A win is a win is a win. Wasn't as pretty as we'd like it to be, I can guarantee you that. Julie, thank you. You helped us get that win today. Appreciate it. First of all, just happy for our seniors, what they did out there today. I thought, a lot of our seniors played maybe the best game they had played, from John Morgan, but just across the board. So I'm happy for our seniors, senior day. Our guys found a way to win. We did it the hard way. There was a lot of, positive plays out there today. Two field goals over 47 yards, a 51 to 47 yarder. I thought that 2-minute drive before the half was a big drive, big time throw by Keaton to Jared in the end zone. The sudden change stops by after 2 interceptions. Two sudden change defensive stops were big time. I mean, they were big time. You're talking about. Let me see what I've got here. I don't have the yardage there. Plus 42 one time, but great job there. One of them was a 4th down stop. The scoop and score by Brandon Hill was big time. Again, another with 3:32 to go in the fourth quarter, another 4th down stop by our defense, which was big time. And then obviously, came down to the two-point play, and a great play by our defense there. The third, the touchdown pass on 4th down, we're probably into perfect coverage, and tailback slipped out of the backfield. Linebacker didn't get it, didn't see it. We obviously didn't practice that enough with him slipping out. He added himself in, and we turned a guy loose, which shouldn't have been got to the 2-point play. We did some uncharacteristic things on defense as far as just we had a bust in coverage one time, on a big pass in the 3rd quarter, I think it was, or beginning of the 4th, and just some communication things that just can't happen. So we gave them some stuff, but with as much as we gave them, we were able to come out with a W and kind of open it up for questions.
Have you seen that reverse pass before?
They like trick plays down there. I can't tell you we saw the exact one, but it's a great play by our defense, and they like the reverses and flea flickers. So, we didn't call it out before the snap, I can tell you that, but great play by our defense.
Was Israel Vandekanda available on that last drive?
He was not, but he would have been in there if he was. I can promise you that.
Pat, talking about all the big plays your defense made, 2 interceptions thrown by Keaton there in the 3rd quarter, and Duke gets no points off of either of them. Can you just talk about how important that was as far as momentum goes and just even the scoreboard?
Big, and again, we focus on sudden changes all the time, and that's just our defense is playing at a high level. We made some stupid mistakes out there, which drive me nuts. I mean, but overall, with what we're dealing with out there, I think we were on the field for 35 minutes or 34 minutes, something like that. Defense did a good job. They won a time possession today, which hasn't happened much this year. But our defense stepped up and made some good plays. And we stopped the run. Quarterback didn't run the ball like their leading rusher didn't go. So we're able to, stifle him as well.
Pat, it's the 2nd straight year where you've had 5 defensive touchdowns. What allows for that? How do you account for those?
I just say my prayers, night before the game, during the game, whatever it may be. And, thank the guy up there. But, our defense, goes out and makes some plays. And that was a big play by Brandon. And we're excited for him. It was good to see another touchdown on defense.
Pat, what do you guys have to fix with the punt game? You've had multiple penalties, the drop snap there. It just continues to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, you tell me. I'm gonna ask you guys on Monday. Maybe you guys can help me out because I've tried. We've rotated through 3 punters, and really felt like Junk was the guy. Sam came in and had 2 good sky punts in there, it just can't happen. And again, our defense stepped up and finished the game, but we tried to give it to them today. That's for sure.
Pat, you've won 3 straight games. Does it feel like you're carrying momentum heading into the season finale?
You know what? You can say that. I'll go home and watch this videotape and make myself sick. It's one of those where you just go. We gave them too much today, and but we got momentum, I guess, right? We got a chance to go down to Miami and play some ball next Saturday at 8 p.m.
Pat, is it a testament to growth if you can make as many mistakes as you guys did and still win the game?
No doubt about it. I mean, we got a good football team, as we said, and just can't make the mistakes we made today. The special teams especially, and they made a couple big plays. Those 2 interceptions. Keaton, the second one was probably the first one was better than the second one as far as just the defense. The corner came off of the vertical route, and he didn't see it, and it's hard to see that one. But the one he threw back cross, he didn't see that guy coming in. It was again a scramble out of the box. Just got to be smart with the football.
Pat, you guys have talked about the importance of winning in November, and it looks like you guys are finding a way to win these games, where in situations in October, things didn't pan out. Is that just a sign of growth of this team, or is it a sign of just things kind of falling your way, or a little bit of both?
Well, they fell our way, maybe didn't fall our way earlier. An inch here and an inch there. So we were close to winning those other 3 ACC games. It's a shame we didn't, but you can call it growth, you can call it whatever you want to. We still got a ways to go. We still want to get better.
Was Haba available at all today?
Haba was not available today. I'm hoping for next week, but Haba was not available. I mean, you guys saw him get banged up a week ago, so we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll keep him healthy, and he was not available, unfortunately.
You thought much about 60 wins and being tied for number 2 all time here?
You love that question, don't you? My man Jerry. I haven't really thought about it. It's an honor. And again, it's not me. It's our football team. It's our coaching staff. It's everybody. And there's been some great coaches come through this university, and it's a great win, and it's a great team win, and we do it all together.
And you mentioned it in your open, but the significance of those 2 Saul's field goals and how he's performed for you this year.
I mean, he's done an outstanding job, and those are 2 long ones, and that 51 was into the wind as well. He drove that thing. They had a returner back there. I started getting nervous. But he drove that thing through the uprights, and we got a lot of confidence in him right now, and he's got a lot of confidence in himself.
Pat, what did you see struggling with Eric today, especially on a lot of those deep passes? It seemed like he was responsible for 2 and then almost for a third on that one.
Maybe senior day. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, sometimes that happens, and they got him on a kind of a stutter go on the one, and could have had a couple picks really, but maybe he didn't play his best game. But I tell you what, that hands team, that was a big play, and he snatched that ball and ended the game.
On the flip side, Brandon Hill had 2 breakups on deep passes and returned the touchdown. What can you say about his day?
Brandon, he hadn't had a whole lot of opportunities at times, and they started going some formation in the boundary and trying to attack him. He did a nice job of it. Brandon had a great game.
Coach, you spoke about the clutch field goals by Sauls. What's your thoughts on Slovis when he was able to find Wayne for that touchdown right before the half?
That was a big time drive. That was a great 2-minute, at the half. And again, I mean, that ball came out quick, and he was decisive with it and aggressive with the throw. And he had a nice. That was a great drive.
Todd, I noticed your team, when you ran out on the field, you guys had a Virginia flag running out. Whose decision was that? Can you take us behind it, and what it meant to see your group supporting another program like that?
Yeah, I mean, again, we all got shirts for it as well. We got shirts, remembering those 3 young men that didn't deserve what they got last Sunday, and it's a shame. But we stick with our brothers down there in Charlottesville, and I couldn't tell you whose idea it was, the flag. Let's say it's Heather's. It was Heather's idea.
I'll tell you, it was Amy Anderson's idea, and Patty Irrigang
There you
made
go.
the flag in one day.
Okay, made the flag. So there you go. The rest of the story. But Marquez took it out, and again, it's just again, I can't imagine what they're going through down there, and prayers continue to go out, because it's not easy and it's not over either.
Pat, do you think Keaton looked comfortable in the second half? I mean, there were a couple throws, obviously the 2 interceptions, but do you think he was all together there?
I think so. I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, when you throw 2 interceptions, it starts to get to you a little bit, and you're going, you start to question yourself. But he had a nice scramble for a first down, which you don't see him do that very often, and he was composed and smooth on the sideline and good after the game. So I think he was fine. He just didn't make a couple throws that he needs to make, and again, we got to make some catches as well. We dropped some balls as well that we can't do. And there was some, he threw one over the middle. I think middle of the fourth quarter that I think Bub Means is there. He's got to get his eyes around for the ball. Should have been another completion. So his completion percentage is not all on him. The guy's got to make some more plays.
Pat, how much did not having Collage in the second half, especially late, maybe affect what you guys were able to do?
You know what? It always affects you. I mean, that he's special. And, it's always going to affect you when eight's not out there. And, obviously didn't affect us as much as it did down at North Carolina. But, our guys stepped up. I thought David Green and Devin Danielson, those guys played a good game. I thought John Morgan was really, really good out there today. Again, a senior playing really good football.
How is Kalijah?
He's okay. He's happy in the locker room after the game. We'll see. We'll keep you posted.